Hey guys, thank you for joining us today. As we were reading chapter 26 of Proverbs, a theme started to emerge, and that is the damage that a fool causes, the amount of trouble that a fool gets into. And one of the ones that really sticks out in my mind is verse 11, where he talks about how a fool who repeats his own folly is just like a dog who goes back to its vomit. We probably have all seen a dog eat some kind of vomit or poop, even. It is disgusting. It's gross. And he's saying that's what it's like for a fool to repeat its folly. You're just doing the same foolish things over and over again. And we think about how disgusting that is. But the writer of Proverbs says in verse 12, do you see a man who is wise in his own eyes? There is more hope for a fool than for him.
We see all these warnings against the fool, being a fool, foolishness, and all these sorts of things. But the even greater warning comes to the person who is wise in their own mind, who thinks that they have all the knowledge, that doesn't need to hear anything else, doesn't need to know more information, doesn't need to keep learning and growing. The person
Mm,
who is so set in their ways and think that they have all the knowledge that they will ever need is more dangerous and
mm,
in more loss than a fool,
mm,
even with all the grave warnings that we have about foolishness. And this is a big warning for us as well, because oftentimes we can feel like we have the information that we need. We don't
mm,
necessarily need to know any more. And so we can
mm.
close off our minds very quickly to any other information or way of thinking, when that can be so dangerous, as the writer of Proverbs says here. So we need to continue to try to get more information, especially as it regards learning knowledge from the Lord and looking for his insight, his revelation in our lives through his inspired word and the Holy Spirit, which guides us. We need to constantly be looking as to how we can grow in
Mm,
knowledge and wisdom before God and man in
mm.
all that we do. So let's keep trying to do that in our lives going forward. Let's apply that to our lives this week. Look for ways in which we can grow in knowledge and not close our minds to new insights from the Father. So let us look in these ways to how we can grow in knowledge. Thank you so much for joining us this week, and we'll see you next week.